I literally, at this moment, I literally panicked. You know, I was scared. I act instinctively, and I proceed to, you know, defend myself. I wasn't able to see when he was tossed off the security guard, so I threw a punch or two. I don't really think they connected, but I threw them though.
His name is Rakim Mayers, was accused of assaulting a teenager in the city in June.
A Swedish court has ruled that rapper ASAP Rocky is guilty of assault for his role in a street fight in Sweden.
Alla tre misstänkta det här målet för misshandel.
So with the help of the... Go ahead.
Oh, so we was outside of Max, you know, we was waiting for an Uber, but that was taking long, so we decided that we was gonna hop on these scooters. So we were approached by Mustafa. He had came up to us, but I couldn't, you know, tell what he was talking about, but our security guard had told him, you know, whatever he's looking for is in the opposite direction.
Oh.
He had went in the opposite direction, then he had came back. And I'm assuming he had said the same thing because now my security guard is pointing in the opposite direction, telling him, like, we don't have anything for him. May you please just leave us alone. So now he goes in the opposite direction again, and he comes back with a friend. So now I'm feeling like, you know, I'm being harassed at this point. So now our security guard at least told him, like, at least 10, 15 more times outside of Max to leave us alone before he removed them from where we were. I see Mustafa had take off his headphones and like broke them on my security's face. And then, you know, he swings again and my security guard was cut. And how I know he was cut is because my security guard had touched me and there was like a lot of blood all over my shirt. So at this point, you know, I'm scared. Like, I'm like, this guy have a weapon. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm not from here. Like, he's overly aggressive. Like, I panic. So I had walked up to him and I said, yo, bro, like, we don't want no problems with you. May you please just leave us alone and just go away. So now we outside of Max for like 5 or 10 more minutes, you know, just reciting, you know, just go away, just leave us alone, just please, just stop bothering us. So now we see that these guys, you know, obviously it's under the influence and, you know, they not listening to us. So we decided that we was going to go in the opposite direction. So now we're being pursued and we're being stalked for at least 15, 20 minutes. You know, so it was like 3 girls, but one of them, you know, approached us and was able to translate what we were saying. And we was telling him, you know, as she was telling him, you know, just leave them alone, you know, go the other way. Like, they don't want no problems. You like, just stop. So his friend had grabbed him, you know, I guess for them to go in the opposite direction.
Sorry, his friend had
grabbed him.
Grabbed who?
Mustafa. And he, you know, disregarded what the girl said, and he also disregarded, I guess, what his friend said. But now both of them is walking towards us. Mustafa showing more aggression than his friend. His friend is basically just following whatever he's doing. So then it was another girl that had, you know, came up to us, and she had said that she was sexually harassed by him and his friend. And now Mustafa, you know, points at my security guard and said, like, that they was gonna beat him up. So now, you know, I look in the opposite direction and I hear like glass shattering. So now I'm fearful for my safety and for the other guy's safety too as well. I turn around and I see them like literally jumping my security, like punching, kicking, just trying to, you know, deliver blows to him. Whatever they could connect, they was throwing. At this moment, I literally panicked. You know, I was scared. I act instinctively, and I proceed to, you know, defend myself. I wasn't able to see when he was tossed off the security guard.
You weren't able to see when he was tossed off the security guard?
Yes, absolutely. But I saw that he was in the crouch position, you know, still showing signs of aggression, still, you know, fighting with us, basically. So I went over to neutralize him. I didn't want to punish him. I just wanted to neutralize him. So I threw a punch or two. I don't really think they connected, but I threw them, though. And after those punches, I literally ran, you know. I knew that these guys was under the influence, you know, overly aggressive, and, you know, they had weapons. That's it.
Och det är allt.
Tack. Åklagaren, varsågod.
Tack. David, kan du beskriva i detalj vad det är Mustafa gör mot säkerhetsvakten? Precis innan Rakim kastar Mustafa så säger du att de hoppar på eller slår mot säkerhetsvakten. Kan du beskriva mer i detalj vad de gör?
I said Mustafa and his friend was dealing blows to my security guard, and whatever they could connect, they threw.
Okej, träffade de här slagen vakten?
Yes.
Var?
Ja.
I would like everything happened so fast, you know. I wasn't really able to see, but I saw that they punches was connecting. I can't tell you exact where, like.
Ja, fast du påstår att han blivit slagen och då undrar jag, träffar de i huvudet, träffar de på överkroppen, träffar de underkroppen?
They was throwing blows to his body.
Okej, vilken del av hans kropp, vet du det?
And I still can't tell you exactly, like I can't make a speculation on that. Like when Tim come in tomorrow, you will have to ask him exactly where he was hit. I just know that they was throwing punches and they was connected.
Vad är det för typ av slag?
Blows to hurt him, like.
Är det knutna nävar?
Yes.
Har de någonting i händerna?
I'm not sure that if they had anything in their hands, but they was punching him.
Uttalas det något annat, till exempel sparkar?
I said whatever they can connect, they threw.
Alltså, jag sa ju det. Allting de kunde få träffa, det utdelade de.
Utdelades det sparkar?
That's something that you would really have to ask Tim.
Har du sett det utdelas några sparkar?
I saw blows to the body.
Gjorde Tim någonting tillbaka?
Like everything happened really fast. Like that's really something that you really had to ask Tim.
Okej. Och vad är det Rakim gör då?
I wasn't able to see, you know, him being tossed, like I said during, you know, when I expressed what had happened.
Men du ser att han ligger på marken i alla fall?
Yes.
Och vad är syftet med att springa fram till honom då när han ligger på marken?
Like I told you these guys was overly aggressive under the influence, and you know I panicked and I acted instinctively. So that was just a human instinct to, you know, go and defend ourselves and, you know, protect ourselves.
Såg du om det var några andra personer omkring Mustafa Afari när du utdelade dina slag?
No.
Vi har ju sett filmerna och där ser man ju att Rakim, Tim och Vladimir Korniel också står precis vid Mustafa Afari. Men du såg inte dem då?
No.
Okay. Hur kan det komma sig?
Because I was literally tunneled, like, you know, like I said, I acted instinctively. I was just worrying about us being attacked and just protecting ourselves. Like I couldn't really tell you like who was around us. Like it happened really quick.
De slag som du utdelar, kan du beskriva dem? Är det med knuten näve eller med öppen hand?
It was with the clenched fist.
Det var med knuten näve.
Träffar dem?
I said I don't know if they connect.
Känner du inte om du träffar en kropp med dina knytnävar?
Like adrenaline's running, like, you know, a lot's going on. Everything's happening fast. I don't think that, you know, my hits connect. Like I expressed during when I said, you know, my side of the story.
Du tror inte att dina slag
You
träffar?
don't think your hits connected?
No.
Nej. Sorry.
tog ner från platsen. Precis, och då menar jag precis från Mustafa Afari ligger på marken. Och hur tar du dig från den platsen när du har utdelat dina slag?
Once I saw the situation was neutralized, I literally ran because, like I said, I knew that these guys were under the influence, had weapons, and they was overly aggressive.
Och vart sprang du?
In the opposite direction of where the police car was inside. When I showed us the picture. So if the police car was that way, I ran that way.
Jag fattar. Sprang du ensam eller var du i sällskap med någon när du sprang från platsen?
Like I said, everything happened so fast. I just know I wanted to, leave from these guys that was, under the influence.
Så du vet inte om du var i sällskap med någon när du lämnade platsen?
I know that we came together when we was leaving together. I know that.
Hur tog ni er hem till hotellet?
We flagged down a cab.
Såg du några skador på Mustafa Afari?
No,
Inte vid något tillfälle?
not at any time.
Inte vid något tillfälle.
Inget blod?
No blood at all.
Du sa att du gick från platsen i motsatt riktning mot där polisbilen stod. Såg du något som låg på marken där på den gatan?
It probably been fragments of, whatever that was already there. But as far as anything, no.
Såg du något glaskross?
No.
Har du hållit i någon flaska vid något tillfälle?
Not at all.
Har du sett om Rakim Mayers eller Vladimir Korniel har hållit i någon flaska någon gång?
Not at all.
Inte innan händelsen heller?
Not at all.
Inte alls.
Såg du några flaskor som stod på gatan vid något tillfälle?
Not at all.
Inte alls.
I just heard glass shattering. That's the only thing I could tell you about glass.
Precis, det var min nästa fråga. När var det du hörde glaskrosset?
Right, like I heard glass shattering, and then that's what made me panic, fearing for my safety and for the other safety, for the other guy's safety. And I turned around and I saw my security guard being jumped, as I expressed when I was saying my story.
Okej, så glaskrosset det är lite innan de hoppar på säkerhetsvakten?
Yes.
Men du vet inte hur det där glaskrosset, orsaken till glaskrosset?
Not at all.
Tack, då stannar jag där.
Tack så mycket. Finns det några kompletterande frågor från advokat Söderberg?
Nej tack, herr ordförande.
Tack så mycket. Advokat Pansar, varsågod.
Ja, tack. När du säger att du uppfattade Mustafa och hans vän som påverkade, varför uppfattade du dem så?
I looked, they was, like I said, they was overly aggressive, and, I looked at them in their face, and their face was just like, their eyes was like wired, like I just knew that they were just over drugs. Like, I knew that for a fact, 200%.
Och varför trodde du att de var beväpnade?
There are a lot of, like a lot of reasons, I got why these guys was over drugs. They just kept pursuing us. Like, they didn't want to listen to us. Like, they didn't want to listen in Swedish. They didn't want to listen in English, sign language. Like, they was just, I don't know, they was on one. Like, you had to be there to see it, honestly.
Men jag undrar, varför fick du uppfattningen att de kunde vara... beväpnade?
Cause like I said, my security guard was cut and he was bleeding. He damn near bled all over my shirt, and I was just, I panicked and I'm like, oh, nah, these guys gotta be armed. Like they have to have weapons on them. Like.
Minns du om Mustafa eller hans vän uttalade några hot mot er?
They were just threatening that, they was gonna beat up, the security guard, and I felt that anybody that was vulnerable to them, like they was just gonna attack.
Och sen så ser du att de ger sig på Tim och att Mustafa sen hamnar på marken. Hur mycket tid har du på dig här att fundera på hur du ska agera och sen agera?
Förmodligen en 1000-del sekund.
Så att allt det här går fort.
Very fast.
Och då undrar jag, har du varit i Sverige tidigare?
No, this is my first time.
Och har du varit i det här området tidigare under kvällen, eller är det här helt okända gator för dig?
Everything's unfamiliar to me out here.
Finns det någonting nu som du tycker att du inte har fått frågor om, som du vill att tingsrätten ska känna till om den här händelsen?
Not about this incident. I just want to say something if I could.
Någonting kort om.
This is my first time in Sweden. I was having a great time. I got some good architecture, some good art, and this won't be my last time. I just hope that the next time I'm here, I'm able to enjoy myself. That's all.
Tack för det. Advokat Persson. Tack. Advokat Jovicic. Nej. Åklagaren något ytterligare? Nej. Då är förhöret slut. Tackar vi. Då får du berätta om den här händelsen. Du får börja var du vill, men gärna någonstans i tiden runt max.
Okay. Yeah, I'll skip what happened before. So when we were outside of Max, we were just waiting there for a ride back to the hotel, whether it was a scooter or Uber. I don't know if anybody else noticed, but I noticed that these two guys I'm speaking in reference to the injured party and his friend, they kept coming back and forth on the block, and that's already suspicious to me. So the first time his friend stopped and said something to the security guard in a different language that I didn't understand. Then he left, and his friend came and said something to us in a different language. Then Mustafa came back and put like his hand in our security guard's face. Still didn't understand what he was saying because he wasn't talking English. So our security guard tried to like get him away from us because it was obvious that he wasn't like sensible or like in his right mind. So he shoved him a couple of times and he just kept coming back. Finally, he lifted him and carried him a couple feet away from us, trying to get him away from us. At that point, they got into like a little tussle where Mustafa took off his headphones and hit him in the lower. Well, I guess he was aiming for him, but my security guard put his hand up, so he hit him in the hand. So after that, our security guard didn't want to escalate the situation anymore. Obviously, him knowing that he could obviously hurt him. So he took us and he just told us to keep going like the other way. After this, he follows us and we end up on the corner of Max again. His friend comes out and he just sees that his friend is like being aggressive towards us. So his friend goes like, y'all want to fight? Y'all want to fight? I think he was saying. At this point, David telling him like, go the other way. We don't want to fight. Nobody wants to fight. Your friend started with us. Just go the other way. We're going to go this way. At this point, we just telling them to like leave us alone. So we try to walk away from them down, I don't know what block it is, but that block. So when we get to like the middle of Max, we notice that they're still following us, both of them. At this point, I'm scared, you feel me? Like these guys are obviously like, you could tell in their eyes that they're not right, you know what I mean? So we scared, and then Tim shows me his hand and he's bleeding. So I'm like, damn, like what's going on? So like my fear grows. So then we stop and we like, yo, just stop. We trying to tell them again, like, please stop following us. Rocky puts his hand on his shoulder, on both of their shoulders, like, yo, we don't want no problems with y'all. We don't want to go to jail. You guys started with us. Your friend broke the. We trying to explain to the other guy that wasn't there. We like, your friend broke his headphones on our security guard, and he's asking us for his headphones. We're like, we don't have his headphones. Just go the other way. We trying to go this way. So we noticed that their demeanor isn't like calm or like trying to speak. They have like their chest up and they're aggressive. So we just try to walk away again. So we keep walking down and we notice that they keep following us. So we like, yo, these guys are clearly on drugs or something. Like, why are they still following us? We turn into that other street, right? And we see like there's a main street on the other side of that street. So when we turn into that street, they follow us there too. I see that Rakim picks up a bottle trying to get it away from them. And I pick up another 2 bottles that I saw that I didn't want to be used against us. Because before I picked them up, I saw them that they noticed the bottles also. So I grabbed the bottles and I walked up the block towards like the main street. They were still like going back and forth, like the security guard. I noticed from far because I was like by the main street. I threw one of the bottles and I rolled the other bottle. Before I was able to get to the end of the street to get rid of the bottles, I see that they're still going back and forth. And Tim is telling like 2 girls that came, like, yo, can you just translate? Like, maybe they don't understand or something. Like, tell them to get away from us. I can't really hear what he's saying because I'm like a couple, like, you guys use meters here. I was like feet away. But obviously, like, he's pointing, like, yo, go that way. Like, we gonna come, like, just stop following us. So after I throw one of the bottles and I, like, toss the other one, like a short time, I don't know if it was a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds, I see that Tim is into it with the guys again. Like, these guys are, like, both of them now are trying to hit Tim. I could only assume that once they saw that we got rid of our bottles, they felt like we were vulnerable again and they wanted to attack. So then I just see that Rakim tries to get the guy away from Tim, but I can't really see like how he got him away because Tim is like, he's like really wide. So I just see that the guy lands like to the right. At this point, I think that like our security guard is hurt again because he doesn't immediately go like, you know what I mean? Like for Rakim to get involved, he's the last person that gets involved, you know? So it's like, for him to get involved, I thought that like these guys had a weapon on them. He had a knife or a bottle or something. And that's why he threw him. So when I ran, I saw that there was a bottle on the floor. Should I let her translate?
Tala igen, gör lite fler pauser så tolken hinner med.
Sorry,
Okay,
please
sorry.
try to take more breaks to make sure that the interpreter has time to translate.
Because at the same time that they're trying to attack Tim, I hear a bottle drop and like everything's happening so fast that like I thought that the bottle was used on our security guard or on Rocky or somebody. I just think that one of our guys is hurt again. So I see that Rocky's like trying to hold the guy down, so I run over there to try to help the situation. I don't know if he has a weapon or he's trying to like stab one of our guys. So I go over there and I just like kick the guy twice in the shoulder so that he can't get up or like pull something out of his pockets. After that, I back up because I noticed that there's only one guy here and there was 2 guys, so I'm trying to find the other guy. When I find him, I see that he's charging at us for like trying to get one of us from the back. After that, Tim takes us away and I just turn around and we left.
Okej. Vill åklagaren ställa några frågor?
Har du med dig någonting från hotellet, från Grand Hotel, i händerna?
I have my camera. No.
Nej.
Utanför Max så beskrev du hur Mustafa Jafari slår med hörlurarna mot Tim. Ser du om Tim blir skadad där?
No.
När ser du att han är skadad?
When we turned the corner, like walking towards the other street, I saw that he was sliced in his hand. He was bleeding.
Och var hade de kommit ifrån, de skadorna?
Well, I see now that it was from the video. It looks like it was from the headphones.
Vad trodde du då? Att det var kom skadan ifrån?
Ursäkta. Funkar inte?
Ja, precis. Är brus i lurarna igen?
Yeah. Can you repeat your question, please?
Där och då, på platsen, när du ser att Williams är skadad i handen, vad tror du att han har blivit skadad av? Hur går dina tankar där?
I didn't know specifically. I know that to get sliced like that it has to be something sharp. I didn't know what it could have been. I never see nobody get like cut like that from headphones, so I didn't assume that off rip.
Var det inte så att det var så du berättade för polisen, att det var hörlurarna som orsakade skadan i handen?
Yeah, because when I was interviewed by the police, they asked me what happened. That was after Tim told me that it was the headphones and I saw it on the video. I never bothered to ask me how I felt in that moment.
Jag fattar. Hur går dina tankar där? Om jag ställer frågan, är du rädd när det där händer?
Definitely.
Har du funderat på att lämna platsen?
Definitely. We tried to leave a bunch of times.
Funderar ni på taxi, på ringa polisen, gå lite snabbare möjligen?
Any exit strategy was going through our head, but everything was going so fast. We're in Sweden. My phone doesn't work here. We tried to get an Uber. That wasn't working. The scooters weren't working. It was like...
Du säger att allting går fort, men när jag ser de här filmerna så rör ni er liksom med... Det är inte fort. Det är inte det ordet som man tänker på när man ser hur ni rör er efter hörlurarna.
But the key word is that you're watching it on a movie. You're not living it right there.
Hur kommer det sig att ni svänger vänster in på den lite mindre gatan då?
That's just the opposite direction of where they were.
Och varför gå mot ett ställe där det är mindre folk? Varför inte välja andra hållet där det är ett stort torg?
We weren't calculating where more people are or not. We just wanted to get away from these guys.
Minns du var någonstans de här flaskorna stod? Var på gatan?
In that last street where the assault happened.
Minns du, jag ska inte ta upp bilderna igen, men minns du platsen där Mustafa Jafari hamnar efter kastet?
After he was thrown?
Ja.
Yeah.
Ja, efter
Det stället som du hittar, som de här flaskorna står.
Well, like you said, it was a small street, so nothing was really too far. It was like, I can't really say at this point.
Men pratar vi om några meter eller?
I'm not familiar with meters.
Avståndet mellan dig och mig nu? Var det så långt?
I don't want to give you a wrong number. I don't really remember.
Nej, precis. Men jag bara liksom mellan tummen och pekfingret. Är det ungefär så här långt eller är det liksom till änden av salen? Eller ungefär hur långt bort från platsen där han ligger hittar du flaskorna?
Well, it was right when we turned the corner. So it couldn't have, I don't know how far. Like, I don't want to give you an exact number that I'm not sure of.
2 som jag hade i min hand.
Såg du några fler? Så det var 3 flaskor totalt. Såg du om David Rispers plockade upp någon flaska?
No.
Stod alla 3 flaskorna ihop på gatan?
I picked up my bottles. My bottles were by themselves.
Okej. Och var stod Rakims flaska?
I have no idea.
Såg du att han plockade upp en flaska eller vet du att han plockade upp en flaska för att du har sett det på filmerna?
I saw when he had the bottle in his hand.
Pratade du och Rakim någonting om att ni hade flaskor i era händer?
No.
Vad hände med flaskorna sen, de som du har i din hand?
I walked to the main street. I don't know the name of it. I threw one so it could break, and then I rolled the other one.
Okej, så en av dina flaskor gick sönder efter händelsen?
What?
Gick en av dina flaskor sönder efter händelsen? Förstod jag det rätt då?
No, that's not what you asked me. You asked me if...
Nej, jag missförstod.
Nej, det är inte det du frågade mig.
You asked me where did I throw the bottles? I walked to the end of the street and I threw the bottles there. That was before the incident.
Ja, den första som jag kastade, den gick sönder. Ja, det var 2 ljusgröna flaskor.
Var det några etiketter på dem?
I can't remember.
Du såg bilderna som jag visade när det var glaskloss på marken och en flaskhals på trottoaren. Vet du vilken bild jag menar då?
Yes.
Ja.
Är det du som har orsakat det?
No.
Nej.
Okej, så ditt glaskloss låg någon annanstans?
My bottles were on the other street. Like I said, I walked over to the main street and I got rid of them there so that they won't be close to the guys.
Har du gjort dig av med flaskorna innan Rakim kastar Mustafa Jafari?
Yes.
Ja.
Way before.
Långt innan.
Okej. Och när du säger Main Street, är det den gatan som ni kom ifrån där incidenten med hörlurarna skedde? Är det som du kallar för Main Street?
No. I'm talking about the direction that we go into the street, we make a right to go into the street. That street that's at the end.
Jag tror inte vad han menar.
Sveavägen?
Ja.
Precis. Så du gick upp ända dit, till den stora gatan, och gjorde av med flaskorna?
I didn't walk all the way to the street. I just walked close to the street. Salud.
Du berättar att när Rakim har kastat Mustafa Jafari, han ligger på marken, då springer du fram och utdelar 2 lösa sparkar. Var det korrekt?
Yes.
Ja.
Träffar dem?
Yeah, I believe they hit him in the shoulder.
När du säger lösa, innebär det att de inte orsakade någon smärta, eller?
Well, I don't know what his pain level is, but I know that there's a difference between a soccer kick and a chill kick.
Och det här var det senare, antar jag?
The what?
Det här var en avslappnad spark, antar jag, som du utdelade.
Yeah.
Ja.
Och varför det? Vad skulle det ge för effekt? Varför utdela en avslappnad spark?
So that he's not able to grab anything from his pockets or use a weapon against us.
Var det några fler runt omkring Mustafa Jafari när du utdelade de där sparkarna?
There were people, all of us were around him. The people here, when I saw initially what happened, it was Rakim that was trying to hold him down. Once I got there, all 4 of us were around him, and then I was just focusing on keeping him down.
Utdelar dina sparkar. Ser du vad Rakim gör?
No.
Nej.
Ser du att han är där?
I wasn't sure. I was trying to make sure that this guy didn't grab a knife or whatever he had.
Jag tyckte att du svarade precis på att alla 4 var där.
Yes, we were there. You asked me if I saw what they were doing.
Ja, och sen frågade jag, men såg du Rakim att han var där? Såg du att Rakim var där när du var framme och utdelade dina sparkar?
When I initially went there because I saw Rakim there.
Och när du utdelade dina sparkar, såg du att Rakim stod där då också?
I wasn't sure who was there. I told you when I got there I was trying to focus on keeping him down.
Bestämde du det själv eller är det någon som har bett dig göra det?
I decided that myself. I was receiving a lot of phone calls about the TMZ video, and in that TMZ video it's not right. It doesn't look like how the things actually happened. So we decided to. Sorry.
Och filmade du någonting?
No.
Nej.
Och hur fick du filmen som lades upp på ditt Instagramkonto?
Abby sent it to me.
Hade du bett henne skicka den till dig eller?
Definitely.
Ja, helt klart.
Hade du pratat med Rakim om att lägga upp den?
I told him I was going to post it. That's about it.
Det var inte han som bad dig lägga upp den?
No.
Nej.
It was all of us in the incident, so all of us wanted to clear our names. Obviously, TMZ made us... Sorry. My mom saw that video. My brother saw that TMZ video. You know, it doesn't look good.
Anledningen till att jag frågar vem som var bättre, det var det här smset som Abby skrev att he is having all the boys posted. Det var därför jag undrade om Rakim har bett dig att lägga upp det. Men så var det inte.
No.
Nej.
Har du sett någonting som... Har du sett om David Rispers har gjort någonting när ni är framme vid Mustafa Afari när han ligger på marken?
No, I was trying to really keep him down and keep him unarmed.
Tack, jag stannar där.
Tack för det. Har advokat Strömberg några kompletterande frågor att ställa?
Tack, herr ordförande. Endast en fråga.
Varsågod.
Då tänkte jag fråga dig. Du fick kommentera det här med Mustafas skador på armarna. Har du någon uppfattning? Mustafa har ju berättat att han hade ont ett par veckor i revbenshöjd. Han hade svårigheter att andas och sova på grund av det. Har du någon uppfattning om hur han fick de smärtorna? Ingen aning. Okej, tack.
Tack för det.
Tolken hörde inte svaret, men the answer is no, is it?
I said no.
Okej, ja. Nej, svaret var nej.
Ja. Så, advokat Persson, varsågod.
Tack, jag har inte så många frågor. Jag tänkte det här första sakerna som händer. Det första som du ser, det vill säga när först säkerhetsvakten blir angripen och målsägaren Jafar blir slängt i marken. Är du delaktig i det eller är du långt bort från den platsen?
I was still by where I threw my bottles. I was like, how many meters is like 10 feet or like, you know what I mean? Like I was...
Som jag förstår det, du visste inte att Tim skulle bli attackerad?
No.
Och du visste inte att det var Kim skulle göra någonting?
No.
You didn't know that, sorry, excuse me. Att Rakim skulle göra något. Sorry. You didn't know that Rakim was going to do something.
No.
Och du har ju förklarat varför du springer fram. Men om jag förstått rätt, är det för att du vill hjälpa till och försvara din väns hälsa och liv?
Definitely. We've been in bad experiences where my friend ends up cut and I wasn't able to help, and that doesn't sit well with me.
Ja, var du med vid det tillfället när Rakim blev skuren? Vid det här tidiga tillfället om det nu var i USA eller vad det var?
Yes.
Ja.
Och den här händelsen när du säger att Tim blöder i handen, är det någonting som väcker minnen till liv? Det var någonting du tänkte på där och då?
Not any good memories.
Var det en del av dina tankar som gjorde att du sprang fram och hjälpte till?
Definitely.
Ja, helt klart.
Efter att Du har gjort det som syns på filmen, det vill säga utdela de här 2 relativt lösa sparkarna på axeln. Är det sista du gör? Går du ifrån sen?
Yes.
Ja.
Och hade du, eller har du haft någon avslagen flaska någonsin i ditt hand vid det här tillfället?
No.
Nej.
Du är nöjd? Tack. Var det klart så? Ja. Tack så mycket. Advokat Hansa, varsågod.
Jag har inga frågor, tack.
Nej. Advokat Jovicic. Skaka på huvudet. Då är förhört slut. Förhört